All right, everybody. Happy Monday. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, Masaba, good to see you over in Uganda. We have thoroughly missed you guys. And uh, it's since we were on the other spectrum of the time zone, it was pretty crazy. But we're so happy to be back. And we first want to give a big shout out to all of our Canadian family and friends. Happy Thanksgiving to you. So maybe in the comments, you can wish them a happy Thanksgiving. Wish us. Hey, we'll celebrate with you. I think we can't ever celebrate enough the Thanksgiving we have in our life. So we have a birthday lady today. Melissa Jackson celebrates. She is 21 years old today. So Melissa Jackson, we love you so much and thank you for being a part of the community and just we hope you have the best day ever. And we've also had some birthday people during the weekend. Anna Williamson, it was her birthday this weekend. Sherry Key, her birthday this weekend. George Rodriguez and Ashley Antley all celebrated birthdays through the weekend. I hope we didn't miss anybody. So we got to sing to you at the end. So I'm going to be quick. All right. Now, stay till the end because I'm also going to give away a couple of books. We're going to mail you. It's two of my favorites. We're going to mail you two people copies of these books. So the word for today is swim, inspired by being in Italy. Okay. And I'll share that message with you in a minute. But if you look at the definition of swim, and Andrea Rosser's got some pictures to share with you coming straight from Italy. Okay. Because we wanted to bring a piece of Italy back with us to the Coach's Corner. And we so much appreciate, I got to say this first. Michelle McKay, Cynthia Bolden, and all of you, thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of this, but stepping in and just being so gracious to host. And I hope I don't leave someone out, but thank you for all you do and your leadership and your giving spirit. So the word is swim, inspired by Italy. It's propel the body through water by using limbs. I think about my hands. I think about my feet, right? In the case of fish or other aquatic animals, by using fins, tails, and other bodily movements. We're going to share with you a little bit coming back from Italy with the word swim. And I want you to think about a couple of things as we're looking at this. We'll get it pulled up in just a second. So I actually took this photo and I posted it in my stories, but watch these two fish as we're looking through the river there in Milan. And look at these fish. You see the water's going one direction and the fish are just aggressively swimming upstream. And I'm sure getting rewarded with a lot of food and maybe some bacteria. So, but then, so it was inspired. Andrea, do you have another one to share with them? So I want you to look at this. So you saw the fish. Now watch this. Here's a duck. The duck is flying like the Indianapolis 500. Why? Because the duck's swimming downstream. Got the current moving in its favor or her favor, right? And we were like, we got to say the word swim because sometimes you got to swim upstream to get to where you want to go. And you got to swim against the current. And sometimes you might have to swim with the current and just go with the flow and realize, you know what? You're not in control of everything, right? How many of you are control freaks? And you want to be in control of everything, right? So anyway, hopefully this lesson, W.C. Fields says, remember, a dead fish can float downstream. But it takes a live one to swim upstream. Swimming against the current of life, to me, represents standing firm with your values, your goals, and realizing that everyone might not see your path. It's okay, right? So many of you are entrepreneurs. I can promise you this, the world don't understand you. Your family might not even understand you. Your kids might not even your spouse might not even understand you. That is sometimes swimming against the current. It's swimming against the water. And you know what, Brenda Carlton, we have to do that sometimes. We have to, if we want to pursue greatness and we have things that really matter to us, goal oriented things, sometimes to attack it and go after it, we got to swim upstream. So here's the things I want to leave you with. Here's what it does as we're swimming upstream. Strength in resistance. We learn to fight the good fight. We learn to go over it, under it, any way we can. We swim with our arms, our legs, our toes, like however it takes to get going, we're going to do it. It also helps us pursue authenticity. Like we become our own person by doing this. Whereas if we just spend a life going with the flow, going with the current, going with everything, are we really becoming our own authentic self? I don't know. Innovation and change. Like this is another thing, swimming against the current, even though it's misunderstood sometimes, or people might not understand why you're doing this. You are living a life of innovation and you're having to change and you're growing and all of this. And guess what it does? Proven by science, it makes us all live a longer life. And the last thing, it requires personal growth. Like swimming upstream, people are coming at you, Dr. Bob. They don't understand you. They might even be talking about you behind your back going, I can't believe they're doing that. I can't believe. I bet you they're doing that. And you got to learn to go, you know what? It's okay. I know where I'm going. I've got goals. And I'm okay if someone misunderstands me. And I'm going to love them anyway. Okay? So anyway, that was my thought with swimming upstream. Andrea, I'll turn it to you.
Well, I love this. So just so you guys know, probably one of our top topics while we were in Italy was the Coach's Corner because we missed you. And it's so interesting when something has been just a part of your life for so long that you try to step away and whatever, and it'd be like, oh, we need to talk about this. Oh, we need to show this. Oh, we need to. So just so you guys know, you were all there. And this was a funny little moment because Brent saw these little fish and they were swimming upstream and they were fighting. And he's like, oh, yeah, like we got to go do this. And then I saw the little ducks and I love ducks. So I was taking videos of the ducks anyway, because that's kind of who I am. And I'm like, well, look at her go, because she's just going with the flow and she's rocking, right? Like she was flying down the little river. It was like they're man-made. You'll have to do the homework because I'll mess it up. I think anyway, I'll mess it up, but it was very neat, very beautiful. But I'm like, well, we could talk about the value of both sides. And one of the things that I realized, and I probably already knew this, is I'm not super great about going with the flow, right? We had an incredible, event there. The PXP was incredible. We got to meet with a lot of team that we hadn't met in person before, and that was really incredible. And we got to do a lot of meetings. But I'll tell you, we also had to learn some stuff. We had meetings in all kinds of different places. We were trying to see some different things. And in order to do that, you got to figure out public transportation and how to get from point A to point B. And you guys can all talk to Tammy Maltby about Andrea's anxiety level one of the days of where I was trying to coordinate something and mistakes were made and trains were missed. And it was, really exciting. And I realized that, maybe I haven't quite figured out how to go with the flow. So what I looked into today was, how do we do this? What are the benefits? What are some of the things? Because if you're a person that when somebody asks, do you like to control things? You didn't just raise your hand, but you were trying to grow so you could raise your hand a little bit more. What are some of the benefits? So first of all, if we can learn how to go with the flow, we can definitely become more adaptable, and it makes life a little bit more pleasant. So, being open to changes, being open to new opportunities, and realizing that when life makes an unexpected turn, it's okay. Like, you do not have to have a full-blown panic attack inside a train station to nowhere in the middle of who knows what. You can be more adaptable and you can have life move a little bit more smoothly. Next, when we do learn how to let go of that control, we can have a lot more peace, and we can absolutely come to the understanding that, you know what, guys, this is a hard one for me. I don't even know if I can say it out loud, but not everything is within our control. And when we try to control every single little detail, it can lead to a lot of frustration. And when we live in that, that's not necessarily the best thing. So if we can find a way to trust the process and focus on the things that we can influence, that can allow us to go with the flow a little bit more. Next, being present. So when we focus on just what's happening in that moment, of just going with what's happening, moving through it, well, then it allows us to be more present with the experience that we're having, with the people that we're around. And we're not sitting there clicking, worrying about the 8 steps ahead, because we're just dealing with the one step that we're in. And then lastly, if we can learn how to go with the flow, we can have a little bit more emotional flexibility. Instead of seeing ourselves just ramp up in these moments, we can focus on not being necessarily attached with that specific outcome, and realize that when things don't go as planned, we don't have to feel defeated. We don't have to feel ridiculously frazzled. We can use this as an opportunity to learn, to see something different, to appreciate that moment. So next time we maybe encounter a little bit of a setback, we can practice taking a little breath, accept the situation, and then ask yourself how you can best adapt. And I'll tell you, I had to do that a few times. Sometimes I adapted, sometimes I didn't, but it can definitely help us shift and move through those life uncertainties that we will all experience. So there you go, Coach.
No, it was really great. And I want to tell you, really, Michelle McKay and Cynthia Bolden really helped me. We've done the Coaches Corner since 2020. I mean, we've talked to you. So, I mean, a lot of 5 day a week event. And Michelle sends me a text and she's like, you guys go enjoy. And we got it. And I've heard so many great reviews with the Coaches Corner since we've been going. What it reminded me of is so many times when it's like you're holding on to something, you're like, and you realize, no, there's a lot of people and that grabs this and it's important to them. And so please, in the comments, like, thank you from the bottom of our heart for like taking care of the Coaches Corner while we were out and being a part of our community, all of you. It's just, I'm so appreciative. So I want to give you in us coming back. Andrea, do we got something to share? Or we good?
Well, I was going to show some of the pictures maybe while
Okay.
you're talking about it, and then I'll just share just to bring you guys with us, because you were there.
Absolutely. We do want to bring you with us on this journey, and we've got 2 minutes. So if you're looking right here, there's us in the cathedral. So you can just scroll down, Andrea, they can see it. And you can see us. Just so y'all know, I love ice cream. I know might be a news flash. So gelato was on my bucket list every single day that I was there. But yes, I've got some work to do. Okay. And then we got time on stage with friends and people. There's Sonia from Australia and Stefan and Claudia from Canada and Dr. Crystal Vance. Just here's Claudio from Sweden, part of our team, and just grateful for him. There's us at the Platinum event there in Milan. So having a great time there. As you can see, John Wadsworth, one of the owners of our company. Here's the cathedral at night. We actually had a dinner with about 25 overlooking the cathedral there in Milan. Unbelievable. Just some work going on, just so you know, it was work too. We worked. We spent time together fellowshipping, having dinner. There's us in Milan there overlooking the cathedral. We did take time. I want to tell you, it was one of my favorite parts. I know Andrea's too. to where we went and saw the Last Supper. And I want to share this with you real quick, okay? You see these two paintings. So we went, Andrea, I think that's it. Let me share this as we end. So we went to this place. Leonardo da Vinci painted the Last Supper, the original painting, unbelievable. Behind it sat the crucifixion in a painting, beautiful, unbelievable. But what was more so than me, in World War I, that place was blown up. And there's two walls left standing. And it was the two walls, one the crucifixion and one the Last Supper, still left standing through the explosion of World War I. So anyway, we just wanted to share some pictures with you guys of our trip to Italy. We love you. We appreciate you. We are going to give away. So I want to give away John Maxwell real quick. So if you will, put dream in the comments. We're going to do this really quick. Dream in the comments. This is one of my favorites, Dare to Dream by John C. Maxwell. It's unbelievable. I'm going to send Andrea your mailing address. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is it? Andrea Rosser, who's the winner?
Carrie Clark.
All right. Way to go, Carrie Clark. Great job. Okay. So here's the other one. My all-time favorite. Art Williams, Pushing Up People. You can't hardly get this book. This is like an original copy of Art Williams, Pushing Up People. You can see how old the backing is. It's hard to find these books. Okay. So someone's going to win it. And it is beautiful talking about pushing up people every day, every day, every day. All right. Who's our winner right here? We're going to go in the comments on, let's just put Art in the comment for Art Williams. All right. Oh, I'm excited about this. Who's going to win it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is it, Andrea Rosser?
We got Michelle McKay.
No way. All right. She deserves it after that.
She does. She really does. Thank you, Michelle.
That's awesome.
So Carrie Clark and Michelle McKay, please text me your address so we can send them your way.
Original right here. This is an amazing copy. So, all right. We got to sing happy birthday and then we're coming out. Melissa Jackson, we love you so much.
Hold on. I got to unmute everybody and I was putting my number in the comments. So hold on. There we go. Now we're ready.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Melissa Jackson.
Happy birthday
to you, lady. Hope you had a great
day, Melissa.
Happy birthday.
Love you guys. If I didn't call you or text you, text me. I know I missed